was $2,537. $2,537.
Yeah.
So they must have went to some other,
Well, they were with the Federal Land Bank
yeah, this,
for many years.
yep, this is what this is, Federal Land Bank. This has got Jeff's and Catherine's signature too, but that stamp over it that says cancel goes right over.
Oh, yeah. I think that's about all we've got to show them, isn't it, Norrie? We gave Wayne some of this stuff. He had an old gold watch, and Wayne got that.
Yeah, and
Because this was after Gordy and Keith had passed away. And Wayne didn't have anything, no memorabilia of any kind. But he has now. She made one of those boxes where you put,
Oh, shadow boxes?
yeah, where you put the watch and all this and that. It's very, very pretty. And a gold tie pin.
tie pin,
Tie pin.
one with the pin you could stick in the front.
Yeah, oh,
And
okay.
then it had another one you know you put in the bottom
Yeah.
to keep it from flopping.
Well, Dad had
Everybody
a-
wore them in that time.
There was other things he got too, but I don't know what it was.
What was the atmosphere like around the dinner table when you were young?
Just fine. We didn't sit and squabble anyway.
Was that where you did most of your visiting, or were the kids pretty quiet? And Mom and
We
Dad come?
visited, but we weren't boisterous.
Did you have any special dishes that you got out on special occasions? Or?
No, because we just had dishes enough to go around, Marnie, in the
Yeah.
early days.
Did everybody have their special spot they sat at?
Pretty much, yeah.
What were your favorite meals that your mom made?
She made awfully good chicken and potatoes and gravy and apple pie.
Mm-hmm. Sure been a penny in there for a long time.
Who were your most favorite guests that would come
Been
and
a
visit?
penny in there for a long time, huh?
Yeah.
Must have been worth something.
You can see it's round.
Well, Dad's sister, Aunt Annie, she was always very welcome and fun to have around. That's Barb and Darlene's mom. And he always enjoyed his brothers too. And of course, Mom's brothers and sisters, they were there a lot too. Ma didn't go that much, but we had an awful lot of company. She was a homebody. Very much so,
Right
yeah.
Yeah, you did.
here. Mm-hmm.
A family gathering I especially remember is
Sure. Nori,
What?
help me out. A family gathering, I remember. Well, we, for the Norgard side, we would go over on the island and have picnics. That's why you could still drive over there.
Was the water that low that you could drive there?
Yeah, it was, yeah, this was in the 30s.
Well, they had built some kind of
They
little
had-
road there too.
yeah.
They
they
had
had
a little
kind of
road
a road
across.
But it wasn't the best, because I remember one time Daddy went over with the old overland and he tore the oil
Oil pan?
oil pan on it.
He didn't miss the rocks.
No, he sure didn't. It was, he hit them all.
But he was a happy camper.
Oh, yeah. Ma probably gave him heck. She was pretty good at that.
Well, I remember a family story when Annie was young. she would enjoy walking around the island and then picking up arrowheads.
Mhm.
And I guess there
Do
was
that.
one time she came back with just a whole handful of
Yeah.
arrowheads.
Yeah, there was a lot of them around there.
Mhm. Yeah, and on the Fabric side, we spend a lot of Sunday afternoons out to our grandparents, favorite grandparents. So Grandma Fabric was a great entertainer. She enjoyed company, and she sure had a lot of it. As long as somebody could help her with all that work, otherwise.
Well, how many miles was it from where you were living to out to Fabrics?
About 5 miles,
Yeah,
5
it was-
miles.
It was quite a few miles.
Yeah. And sometimes when Gordy and I were little, Ma would hook up the old buggy and the horses and take us out there for the afternoon. She was real good at driving a team.
Was that, was it a typical Sunday that you would go someplace then?
Either that or have company, yeah. See, the television and footballs and all that, that kind of put an end to all that. Football games.
What were some of your favorite activities together as a family when you were growing up?
Well, I guess when we were little, we would sing with my dad. And as we grew older, we would play ball and stuff like that. My mom and dad didn't play ball.
Did the Fabrics play ball when I was younger?
Oh, yes, they
Getting it
were
all figured
very,
out, Carol.
very athletic. Yeah.
What was a family Christmas like when you were little?
We would always go out to Grandma Fabrics for Christmas Eve,
Is
and we would have goose.
the super safety bank, is that the one that went kaput?
No, it was the Farmers
Farmers
State Bank.
And what was the other one called?
This is,
The other one was National Bank that Clemsted had.
Yeah,
yeah, this is Citizen State Bank.
well, the Citizen State Bank, that's still there.
It's still there.
He weathered the storm, he wouldn't borrow any money out.
Any other special food that you would have just at Christmas time?
Well, of course, there was the Christmas goose and real nice dressing. And, ooh, what else
But
did
you
we
know,
have?
that time,
It was generally pie for
banks,
dessert,
you borrowed
whether we
money on
needed
a
it or
second
not.
mortgage and even on some of the third mortgages.
Mother always made a nice fruit salad with the goose. Oh, we were well fed.
Now, that was Christmas Eve.
This was Christmas Eve
How
because
about Christmas? Oh, go ahead.
because for ordinary days, why, we always had plenty to eat, but it sure wasn't very fancy.
How about Christmas Day? What'd you do?
I think you ate leftovers.
Oh, did you go back to Fabrics then, or?
No, I don't think so.
So you would open gifts Christmas Eve?
Oh, yeah. No, we did.
Usually homemade, or what? Do you remember any
No,
particular
some were
gifts?
bought. Some were bought.
Do you remember any particular gifts that were given and received?
No, I don't.
Did you have a doll?
Yeah, but I didn't like dolls. What good did that do?
She wanted a ball and a bat.
Oh, okay.
That didn't do any good.
But you did have a doll?
I had a couple of them. But I wasn't very enthused about them. Oh, gosh.
What about Thanksgiving? How did you usually celebrate that?
Same way, I guess. We always had whatever they raised. It was generally a goose for Thanksgiving. We were generally on our own then. Sometimes they would invite an old neighbor over. Had an old neighbor named Paul Hansen. He would be uncle to Jensen Delman. He lived up where Brosen and Agnes lived there, half a mile to the south and west. No bachelor.
Oh, way up in the field there.
Yeah. We had him over
So you'd celebrate at your Grandma Faberg's or
No,
just
at-
at your house?
at my folks.
See, the last one that ever lived on that place, cause I can never remember anybody. The one
He
that,
was the last
The
one.
house burned, you know.
the one that Bob Elving owns,
Yeah. No, not Bob
No.
Elway.
No, not Bob's.
No.
No, Joe bought it.
Joe.
I think Joe
Johansen
bought the
bought it.
land.
Mm.
It was
Johannes.
280 there.
But the house burned,
380,
you know,
I
when,
should say. Jen said 180,
yeah.
and Miss Hanson had the 80 next to him, and then the 80 on south of that again.
That Bob Elway has.
How about Easter? Did you get a special Easter outfits?
No, we didn't,